I'm excited. I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying? My energy's drained. Please get out of my spotlight. Let's move into our first segment. Show 22.
Guys, I'm Lanai and I'm here with
Jamil.
and
Freak.
and we're gonna see who knows each other better. So first question. Who's the funny one? Alright, show the camera. Okay. Okay. Next question. Who listens to Young Boy more? Okay. Alright. Next question. Who gets in trouble more? Okay, next question. Who's smarter? Next question. Who's most likely to snitch? Oh, you got what you gotta say about that?
It's messed up, man.
Who's more crazy? Yeah. All right, so. Okay. All right, next question. Who got more drip? Oh. All right, next question. Who had the most girlfriends? Okay, y'all could agree on that. All right, next question. Who's the other person's favorite rapper slash artist? You can't ask him. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Our last and final question is, whose mama is the nicer one? All right, show. All right. Thank y'all for being our video.
Vote for me for MGM president.
Vote for me for best SoundCloud producer since the Civil War.
All right, this goes to our next segment, voters
Little teardrop.
registration.
Good evening, Wolverines. Today we are at National Voters Registration Day, and I am here with
Denise Peterson. Sheila Mason.
Denise Peterson and Sheila Mason. How y'all doing today?
Wonderful.
All right, coming in to get the new youth into the voting. So I have two questions for you today that I'm just going to be asking real quick. First question is, in light of the recent election, how do you think it's affected the activity and the activeness that the new youth has posed in voting now? Do you think young people are voting more nowadays?
Yes, I do. They actually say this very last election that there was an increase in voters 18 to 35, and we just want to make sure that happens in our area as well.
Certainly the electoral process is opening up to the youth, the 18 to 35 category, and so we were going to do our part to make sure people are educated about why it's so important to vote.
And how would you feel about younger people who say that their votes may not matter because of the way the electoral college works?
I would tell them that's not true. Your vote does matter. Every vote does matter. We have elections here locally that 50,000 votes were the difference. Every election does not use electoral college. That's the presidential election. So our local elections, that doesn't matter. But even in the presidential election, if enough people vote, the electoral college people are supposed to vote according to the number of people that vote. So it's still imperative that everybody gets out and vote.
Yes, ma'am.
And I would add to that, the way that we change the electoral college is to vote in numbers too strong for them to overlook, and then advocate with the people who are elected to change that process, because the process was weighted to ensure that smaller states did not feel like they got left out initially when the United States was put together. Well, that really should not be an issue at this point. It really should be a one person, one vote, and the popular vote should drive what the election is, and we have to work to get to that.
And it is very much appreciated for you coming into communities like this because, there's a lot of black youth here who feel that way. So that information is very helpful and, imperative for us to know as black young people because our votes matter the most because we're very oppressed people in this country. So our votes matter a lot.
So I'm glad you said that. It's very important that we educate ourselves on a regular basis. I want people to think real critically for a moment. If your vote wasn't so important, there wouldn't be so many reasons to try to take it away from you. And I want you to think about that. Voting is really a birthright in the United States as long as you're born. And actually, if you're a naturalized citizen here, you have the right to vote. And so why are we allowing people to put different tactics in place, like exact match or like signatures, that kind of thing? Why isn't Election Day a holiday so that it would make it easier for people to vote? If people weren't interested in taking away everyone's right to vote, they wouldn't put so many roadblocks in the way.
And I want to add, especially for our youth in our community, we have a lot of obstacles, especially young black males. So it is imperative that we vote, not just for president, not just for representatives, but also for judges and district attorneys. It matters who's in position. So we have to educate ourselves after we register, but we definitely have to have the right people in office. It's just like a basketball team. If you don't have the right people on the court, you're going to lose every time.
Yes, ma'am, and I totally agree with that. So.
Good morning, class. Your work is displayed on the board, so get your books.
Hey! Mr. Hill, somebody took my phone.
Can you identify the person?
No, yeah, I don't know. Hoods are banned because it can cause a threat to public school safety. Say, for instance, the skip before us. Or a student can come in a school building and can hide a weapon under its hat or hood.
So this goes to our teacher interviews with our teacher of the year.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Mrs. Owens. I teach biology, AP biology, gifted auxiliary biology, and human anatomy.
17 on the formula.
I love genetics. I like to explore how you got traits, what makes you unique, so genetics is my favorite. This is my 6th year teaching, and I've loved it. No, I thought that I was going to go into nursing or medicine or something like that. And then I got to college and decided to change my mind. I like to give my students opportunities to choose how they like to learn. We also do things where I decide what they're going to do, how they're going to learn. So it's a combination of student choice and teacher choice, and we always make sure that we're doing things that are active and hands-on. What I appreciate most about my students in general is their honesty. They're always very honest with me. I love interacting with people every day, getting to converse and learn about people, so teaching works for me. Every day I talk to all of my students. The way that we work in here, every day I talk about what they're working on, what they need to work on next. what they may need help with. So every day I talk to all of my students. Well, my mother's in education too, and she was my initial inspiration. And then as I got to college, I knew that I wanted to provide more deeper learning opportunities for students that were like me. Because when I got to college, I wasn't really prepared for everything. So I knew that I wanted to have an opportunity to prepare other students for their future. Energy. I think that I bring energy, whether it's the music or uplifting students or just positive energy. I think that's what I bring. What frustrates me the most would be just not trying. We do a lot of things in my classroom that students might not have done before, so it might seem intimidating or like a daunting task, but just not trying is something that makes me a little frustrated as we're working, but usually I'm able to encourage students to at least put effort into what they do and then see that it's possible they can do whatever it is that we're covering in class that day. My teaching philosophy is science in action. That whatever we're doing, whatever we're learning, I want my students to be able to see it, model it, demonstrate it, explain it, by not looking at words on a page, but actually being involved in that topic and that learning experience. The different activities that we do, technology is used regularly, whether it's as a support for an activity or the main source for the activity. And also as my students work, they get to choose how they want to send different products. So they can send something electronically to me, or they can show me that they've learned it by using technology to assist them. So we use it regularly. Be prepared. That's what I would tell them. Be prepared. To be Middle Grove's Teacher of the Year, it means to me that other people around the school were able to see the effort and commitment that I display in my classroom. And it was an honor to be voted. And yeah, I just think that it really shows that people may be aware of what I do for my students and how passionate I am about teaching. How did I become a teacher? Like, qualifications? Well, I went to Kennesaw State University, the best university in the university system of Georgia. And I got a lot of supports there, so it was just something I decided to do while I was in school. So Kennesaw prepared me. Go Owls. I love my department. I love working with everyone. I like my subject, so I'm all about biology. And I really bonded to the students and the community, so I'm like highly invested in Miller Grove. I don't have any favorites. I don't have any favorite students. I love all of my students for different reasons. You know, different people bring different things to your life. So I have appreciation for all of my students for different reasons. No favorites. I like the age group. I feel like they're more relatable for me. My mother was in elementary school, so I knew I did not want to do elementary school. But I like the age group better. I feel like I'm able to connect more with adolescents than I would with younger children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is over. Don't call me, don't text me, don't even think of me.
We made each other so happy.
Well, I found somebody that made me happier. So bye.
You won't forget me.
They might say I moved on too fast, but like I said before, I found somebody better, and he is a total upgrade.
With gloves, it's different when we got the hand. With gloves, Thomas, we the same height. What is this death threat? Hello, Olivia. I just received this death threat, and I have some suspicion that it might be your crazy ex-boyfriend.
Meet me in the gym.
Alright, bye, Olivia.
What took you so long?
This is what happened.
You always acting awkward.
Look, I'm telling you, there was a note, but anyways, I have to go study. You mind coming with me?
Sorry, my parents are here.
No. You think you're funny? You think you're cute or something? You think you just come into her life when I've put in all of that work? You listen to me. Listen to me. You stay away from Olivia.
Okay.
She's not yours. She's not yours. Yo, you straight, bro?
Yeah. I'm right.
Watch your back.
Show 22.
I peed a little bit from that jump. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in next week. We love y'all.